Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling.
Hi guys, it's now Thursday. We've left Old Oaks today, and because I've got a meeting to go to tomorrow, I have headed down to Devon. Kerry has headed towards home. He stopped off at Weston, where he sent me a photo of the motorhome parked up on the beach, which looks pretty good. I'm parked up in Teignmouth in Devon at the moment. It's turned out quite sunny after raining as I drove in, so I've just had a sandwich looking at the sea, and I think I'm gonna head out there and have a little walk. It's been a while since I've been here, so just stroll along the front and see what I find.
Get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city.
So the weather has turned out a little bit better. It started to rain as I left the van to come for a walk, but as you can see, glorious sunshine now. Wishing I hadn't left the sun cream in the van. But yeah, just gonna walk along the coast. This bit is particularly good because there's this it's actually quite a narrow stretch. It's quite a drop down onto the beach, and on this side we've got a train line, so hopefully I'll see a train or two on my walk as well. Makes it a little bit different from your normal seaside town. So now I've captured a train for you. I think there is an intercity one coming in a bit, so I'll see if I can get that one as well. I've dropped down onto the beach because it looks a little bit pebbly, so I'm going to see if there's any sea glass. Well, so I'm going to see if there's any. I've already found this rather nice green bit. And yeah, just take a stroll. What is good about this beach is that it's dog friendly all year round, and there are some four-legged friends taking advantage of that today and looking like they're having a great time. So yeah, might need to remember that and bring our little two down here.
Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright.
I walked as far as the Salty Dog kiosk and cooled myself down with a coconut milkshake before heading back towards town. Believe it or not, I did manage to keep my feet dry. Teignmouth isn't just about the sea and the railway line. There's much more to it, as you can see. There's historic buildings, and also the town centre is worth exploring. We're coming up here to the Seaview Diner on the right hand side. I did resist the temptation to stop in on this occasion, but we've been there a few times and the cakes and the breakfast are really good. This was also the first opportunity I've really had to have a good look at the shops in the centre of Teignmouth, and what I saw didn't disappoint. I particularly liked Rome, which is the shop that we're about to go into. It had a really nice selection of gifts and things that could be personalised as well, and I came away with a picture which we've now framed and hang in the motorhome. By this point there wasn't much time left on my parking ticket, so I headed towards the van, but not before I'd stopped to say hello to this very friendly local. Well, good morning. It's the last day of, well, my bit of the trip, and I have come to Exmouth for the morning. Got some work to do this afternoon, but I've got a free morning this morning, so I thought I'd come down here because it's pretty good. You can park up all along the seafront. There are some parallel spaces a little bit further along, but I thought I'd come down this end because it's a little bit quieter. But yeah, it doesn't look overly inviting out there. It's a bit sort of murky and not very warm, but never going to complain about being by the seaside. One thing that is pretty good about Exmouth is the free public toilets. It was the same yesterday in Teignmouth actually, and I know we probably go on about toilets quite a lot in our videos, but we just think it's quite important to have free decent public toilets, and want to sort of mention that because it's something we think about when we're going somewhere. Just want to point out something that I've never seen before but sounds like a really good idea, and that's this wheelchair hire place which hires out wheelchairs that are suitable to take on the beach. Another thing to note if you're in a van is this particular car park here allows you to stay overnight in your motorhome if it's up to, it says up to 5.3 metres, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some that were longer, so they're perhaps a bit lenient about that. Next up, it was time to avail myself of a coffee, which I did at this kiosk here, Hang Time, which I've been to a few times and has always been really good. And yes, okay, I did also have to have an almond croissant. Well, it would have been rude not to, wouldn't it? Sorry, there's not a chance I'm going on that on my own, especially the way it's wobbling around, so I'll show you some flowers instead. The whole beach in Exmouth is lovely and sandy, and either end, so the end where I parked and the end I'm walking onto now, are dog friendly all year round. The section in the middle is dog free during the summer. All over town you'll find these lovely postbox toppers. They change quite regularly, so it's always worth checking back to see what new bit of entertainment there is. And as well as brightening up the place, they also raise money for local charities, which I believe in this case is local hospices. Good opportunity to post some postcards from Old Oaks as well. And it's not just funky postboxes that you'll find in Exmouth. The tidal floodgates also seem to be willing to chat to you. I have to say I didn't on this occasion, but maybe one day I will. After a quick stroll through the colourful marina, I headed towards the town centre. Just like in Teignmouth, it's worth having a look around Exmouth's town centre as well, because there are a load of really nice independent shops and cafes, bars and restaurants. I've not tried many of them and I've not been into many of the shops, but I have had a little browse and picked up a smoothie and some food from Sundowners on a couple of occasions, and I would definitely go back there to explore further. It's also one of the only places I've ever been to where there are dinosaurs in the main square. I took a stroll through the manor gardens where they were setting up for a festival before dropping back onto the seafront to head towards the van. Now that is very handy, and you'll find a few of those along the seafront and also in town. I popped back to Hang Time to pick myself up a pasty. Now I'm not a big fan of pasties, but I have to say this one was absolutely delicious, and the view that I enjoyed while eating it was pretty good too. All in all, it was a really relaxing and enjoyable morning to have before I had to head off and go to do some work. So, if I do say so myself, I think I've parked in this space pretty amazingly. We are very tight to the curb. That does mean I am going to have my wits about me reversing out of here. I've chosen this space because actually sometimes it's quite hard to see when you reverse out. So parking on one of these end spaces gives you a bit more visibility. It does mean that I'm tight to the curb, so there's a real risk for my wheels here. So let's go for it, let's concentrate. If I curb one, it needs to be front left, because that one is already curbed. Definitely must not do back left. Right, let's concentrate now. Let's go further. Back wheels out. Hooray, I have made it. Safe and sound. If you've liked this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.